Hi, I'm Rick with PLP Battery Supply. Today we're going to talk about just some really basic battery maintenance. And basically today we're going to talk about is cleaning this thing up, because keeping your battery clean is something that you need to do just as a course of normal maintenance, and it's particularly important if you have a battery that is a seasonal use battery, whether it be a marine, a motorcycle, or anything else, an RV, that you're going to put the battery or put the vehicle away and not use it for a few months at a time. This particular battery is functional, but it's pretty greasy and grimy, and that's a problem. So we're just going to go over real quickly what you need to do to clean one of these things up, and all you have to do, it's not difficult, it's not rocket science. So we're going to take care of that real quick and show you how easy you can do it. So the first thing we need to do when we're going to clean a battery up is just degrease it. Wipe it off and degrease the thing. You can start out by just knocking the big chunks off. You don't have to worry too much, as long as the caps are on, you don't have to worry too much about getting anything inside the battery that's going to damage it. And you're certainly not going to damage it with anything you do to the outside of it. So get the big chunks off. The problem with the battery is that it can discharge between the terminals through the grime. So if you've got a grime layer like that, that's a problem. So you want to eliminate that. And you can do this with anything that's a degreaser. Any kind of family or household degreaser, like I just happen to have some of this here that you can use. I'm not going to endorse any particular product, but you know what I'm talking about. Anything like Fantastic, 409, this stuff, anything to get the grease off of it. Because you want it to be clean. It might not have looked too dirty initially, but that's what came off of it, so good to do. And then we will dry it off just a little bit. So that, if you're just going to be putting this battery away for storage, like again, if it were something like a lawnmower that just needs to be put away for a few months, you really don't have to do much more than that. It's good practice whenever you park it to disconnect a negative cable. That way, if there's any drain through the system in the vehicle, you're not going to get any drain on the battery. So that's pretty much all you need to do. The next step, if you want to, is you can apply you can clean these terminals and apply an anti-corrosion product to it. You can clean them. Be right back. You can clean terminals with brushes that are designed specifically for cleaning, something like this product here. You can basically just wire brush it off like that, and that cleans up that terminal and gets all that sort of dark oxidation off of there, so it's good and clean and bright. If you're like us and you like to do things quickly, you can use a product like this. It's a battery brush that mounts in a drill or driver, and it does the same thing a lot faster. Now those terminals are ready to go. If you're going to be putting this battery right back in service, you really want to take the next step and you want to apply an anti-corrosion product to it. An anti-corrosion product, let's get all this little lead filing stuff off here. The anti-corrosion product is, what we like is a combination of two things: an anti-corrosion washer and an anti-corrosion spray compound on that. The anti-corrosion washers are this type of a product. You'll find these in different colors. These happen to be black. The thing that you're concerned about, though, if you look at these things, they have got an oily compound that they're saturated with, and that's an anti-corrosion compound. That'll prevent oxidation and the formation of corrosion on this battery terminal to the extent possible. Your battery terminals then just go right down over these things. So they sit right on the bottom, that goes on there. If you want to do some extra anti-corrosion protection, you can use a product like this. There's a lot of these type of things. This is just the brand that we happen to have here on our cart. And this just sprays on. You will literally just spray that on there. And this kind of a product is good to use. It doesn't dry out. It'll stay moist, and yet it will not, like if you were to use a grease, for example, that grease in the heat would run and spread and recreate that grime field on top of the battery. This will not do that. So you can apply this before you put the terminal on, or you can wait and apply it after you put the terminal on. Either way is good. You can do it both ways. You can put some anti-corrosion spray on there, then you can put the terminal on it, then you can spray the top of the terminal. I would point out that if you're going to apply this type of product, it's good to try and spray it on the terminal itself and also on any exposed cable. So if you've got some copper cable that's exposed before the installation starts, spray that, because that cable attracts a lot of corrosion, and that it'll really damage the cable and cost you a lot of money to replace. So clean it, put an anti-corrosion washer on there, and then an anti-corrosion spray product. And they also have anti-corrosion products that are brush applied, but the spray is the easiest. And then you have done everything you can do to prevent corrosion on this battery. And as just one little more piece of information about that, where corrosion comes from is the sulfur that's carried in the gases that escape from the battery when it's venting. So assuming that the battery hasn't actually spilled any liquid. If the battery is functioning normally and all it's doing is venting, the gases that vent out of the battery are going to carry enough sulfur in the hydrogen and oxygen that vents out that it will seek out these terminals, and that's what will start the corrosion process. So that's fairly normal. There's no way to prevent that from happening, but you can protect these to the maximum extent by putting these anti-corrosion products on and keeping everything clean. That's it. If you have any questions about any of this, you can contact us at PLP Battery Supply. I'm Rick, and we'll talk to you next time.